Hey guys, what is going on? I'm House, and welcome back to the House Dimensions. And in this episode, we are going to be getting a lot of things done, because what I want to start working on is some dimensional transceivers. The only issue with these is they require, not this is easy. What is it again? I'm stupid. An ender crystal, which we need a soul binder for. But to get the soul binder, I have everything for this besides a creeper head. Luckily enough, though, I do have a creeper spawner. So what I'm going to have to do is make the slice and splice, make a unpowered spawner, use this creeper on it, use this broken creeper spawner on it, spawn a bunch of creepers in until I get a head out of them. Which we need anyways, but this is going to be a pain. A real pain. Like, this stuff is easy enough. It's just this. And we do need Enderman souls for this. So I need to get that as well. It's going to be a lot of time. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go back to the old house and use the Tinker's Smelter. I'm going to make a cleaver real quick, because that's the only real thing I know that helps drop heads, especially from these guys. Actually, I may not, because I know I have a bunch of heads here, and that's just from using this. So, I don't know. And in between episodes, I made this, and there's a couple things I want to make real quick. For one, we need, if I can find it, we need soul vials. Where did they go? Right here. So I'm going to make, we'll make 3 of these for now, and I'm out of fuse quartz, whatever. That's nothing major. And I also want to make the electromagnet, which I should have everything for besides that. Great. So I need this. Oh, for that, I need that. And then that. Oops, I made 2. Whatever. We need those anyways. And there we go. I just want to make 1 of these, because I think it would kind of help out quite a bit. And contemplate not letting it charge up there, but it's too late. And we don't really need torches anymore because I have the night vision on. But anyways, I'm going to go take care of a bunch of stuff. I'm going to make the slice and splice, which all we need is this, and try to get creepers to spawn. So I will be back in a little bit. Okay guys, so I'm back. I decided to show you a little bit of what I'm doing. So I have this set up with the creeper spawner, and my plan is that they'll spawn, drop into the water, right, and then I can kill them from underneath, so they can't really blow anything up. So it should be easy enough to get a head out of that. And that, I stole one of the capacitors from our power station over there, so we have 25 million RF to burn through before we have to worry about power, which is completely fine. We also have the magnum torch here, which you would think the magnum torch would outdo that, but it doesn't. This still spawns stuff, so. But eventually we're going to have a tube coming out here with all the mobs that'll be dropping down, because I think that'd be pretty cool. Just to see like all the mobs dropping. We may just have like water at the bottom so they, they don't die, so that the Killer Joe, which we will eventually make, can actually like kill them, so they're killed by a player and we get the drops as if they were killed by a player instead of just fall damage, which is how we're going to get our ender pearls, which will be pumped into our power station, which will supply power for both this and everything else we need to do. So with that all out of the way, I've got to actually jump up there and get that thing turned on, which is why I have a bunch of dirt. Don't mind the fact that I used factory blocks over there. It was just I was lazy, and I didn't feel like grabbing more dirt, and I ran out of dirt pillaring from there to over here. Yes, I could have built up from down here. Don't worry about it. Fall! Whoa, nope, it's working. Oh, God. Well, that was easy. Just turn it off. No, turn it off. Okay. No! Ah, my God. Did you kill the rest of them? Ah, you did. Well, that was easier than expected, I guess. Yeah, we do need to tear this down at least a little bit. Okay, so we got a creeper head out of that somehow, some way. Now the only difficult part is we need an enderman soul to actually fuse with another spawner. Yeah, I'll be right back again. Okay, so I'm back for a second. I want to try out something with these whiz robes, because I know this ender, it stops things from teleporting, but I want to see if it, ooh, that's a ghast, if it does the same thing to whiz robes. One's down here. We'll go to that one. Come here. No, not you. You. So if I end up hitting one of you... Oh, well, I mean... Ah! Ooh, that was scary for a second. Stop! I don't want to deal with you. Well... Okay, well that's a failed test. We're gonna call that one a fail because this thing is killing them in one hit. So there's no way for me to tell if it actually stops them from teleporting. Okay, so I'm back again after a very long adventure. You can see I have a ton of levels on me. I didn't find an enderman, but I found a classic enderman, which I went into my creative testing world, and it still drops ender pearls. But it also gives us a nausea effect, and it also drops end portal frames. I don't know. I was in creative when I did it, but apparently it drops end portal frames. And then while I was in the nether, I also got a zombie pigman one. So we're going to check. We're going to keep that in here for now. We're going to keep the classic enderman on us. Check the other one in there for later. And also, I tried finding an enderman in a... dungeon? Labyrinth? I don't know what they're called, and that's how I got like all this crap. So I guess we have that now. Can we even turn that into a spawner though? We actually need to make the soul binder. I forgot. The soul binder. Yes. Cool. That uses up the one enderman head that we had. And I know a lot of people were complaining, or somebody was complaining about these the other video. And by the way, I did add in the ender storage mod at ender storage mod right down here, which you could like color code chests and pouches and stuff, and we might start using that for stuff. I don't know. But for right now, this thing has power. Cool. We're gonna need a few levels. And then we're going to need a spawner, which I actually have spawners in here. Spider. I don't need spiders, probably ever. 15. Use player XP. Cool. So that's going to turn one into a classic enderman spawner, which I don't know if that's good or bad. Like, it still drops ender pearls, so I don't know about enderman heads, though. Which, I mean, that's kind of an issue for this, but I think for now I'll just be happy with getting ender pearls for power. I will look for an actual enderman later. I may find one and then just make another spawner. Like, it's actually not that big of a deal. But what I want to work on now, and we'll actually need a couple things, I forgot, is the spawn tube thing that I want to do. And actually, give me a quick minute, I'm gonna empty out all this. Okay, there. All that's cleaned out. There was another mod that I added in, which is the Better Builders mod. Or Better Builders wands. So we're going to make one of these. Boop. Right there. And we're going to need a ton of sand, because we don't really have a way to get rid of the water itself. So we're going to have to do it like manually, I guess, which I have a plan for that. But it's still going to be kind of annoying. And I don't think anything should be able to spawn outside this radius. But I'm not actually 100% sure on that. So there, that's roughly what's going to be the size of it all. Roughly, the actual blocks are going to go out the outside, so I was actually wrong up there. They may spawn inside that, but they definitely won't spawn outside of what's going to be around this sucker, because it's going to be this nice dark glass and laboratory blocks, which we're going to paint, or not paint, but we're going to use a little chisel on, and we can make it look cool. Might just do clear panels. Maybe. But we're going to do something. Let's see. Don't want it all along here, but I kind of want it here. Where would that be? Like here and here? Yeah. So it's going to be something along this line. We may just have to bring those in a bit. We may, and I will need some more materials. But how we are going to deal with the water is actually kind of a boring way. We're going to actually just use this, and we're going to just basically fill all this in till all this is gone. And then we're going to, you know, tear it all down and do it all again. So I'm going to need a lot of sand for this. So we might not have gotten as far in this episode as I had hoped we would. But, you know, I think we made some progress. We got a creeper spawner thing over there. I'm going to have to just fill all this in off camera, because I'm going to need a ton of sand. And yes, I could go down there and do it. Actually, I'm kind of dumb. I didn't have to fill in all that. I only needed to fill into the water. Huh, I didn't actually think about that. But anyways, I'm going to do this. I'm going to probably finish the tube, because it's going to be nothing special really at the time being. I'm also going to be looking for an actual enderman, because thinking about it, I want the enderman heads. And I don't think they would drop from that thing. Enderman head. Yeah, like, we don't even get like how they fall off. Like, we don't even get that. But if we do enderman, oh, that's not an actual enderman head. But I'm gonna look for an enderman, an actual one, because we do need the heads from that to actually make the dimensional transceivers. So, didn't get as much done as I would have hoped, but I think this is good enough. I will probably see how the video turns out. If it's, whatever. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see some more, I will link the playlist to this whole series in the little end card that'll show up here in a second. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.